Alright, I need to pick up... Holy hell, I'm out of life bottles. That's not something...
that would mean you need to pick them up.
That's not something you like to see. Being out of life bottles is terrible. Alright, so all the hard spherical shells too. I don't think I need any more of those right now. Alright, let's go see what lies at the entrance of the Forbidden Zone. Or lies deeper in the Forbidden Zone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Leave me be, leave me be. No Shion's here. Damn. Nope. There is no holy bottle in this game.
Oh no.
No, 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 no. Well, that didn't work.
Oh my goodness.
That didn't work at all.
No, it didn't. It wasn't gonna let you through like that.
Eh, whatever.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah.
Keep hitting him, Law. What are you doing? I hate you, Law. Damn it, Runwell. This is already just starting off terrible. We're going down tremendous.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Alright, to the Forbidden Zone.
Yeah.
So what do you think we're gonna fight?
I don't know.
Me neither. I couldn't possibly. Touch the mysterious power.
Not the power.
Or we're gonna die. I don't like it when I die. Naori, how you doing? That's obviously Naori. Or Faria, or whatever. Hey Naori, how you doing? She looks like she's a zombie. Nope, it is Faria. She also looks like a zombie.
Something about her isn't right.
This ain't good. Oh yeah, that's right. The red woman got to her.
To know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
The red woman doesn't want us here. And there's a light master core. Nope, that's the dark master core. We're in trouble. Oh, we're in big trouble. Oh my god. It's Spider Demon, the death guy.
But that's preposterous. She never had
Yeah.
We can talk later. Here it comes.
It doesn't matter when she didn't have that kind of power, though. She's got it now. Oh wow, it's called Tormented Limbs.
I've never known Faria to control tingles like that before.
How about with the stone that looks basically like a master sword? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the tingles, then we get some answers.
Radiant here! Radiant here! Radiant here! Radiant
Tormented Limbs is going through it.
Yep. They're getting beat.
Where the hell did you come from, Limbs? Wow, he's already almost dead. I might be a little too strong right now. Yeah, that Radiant's Pierce skill is doing like 5k damage per cast.
That's pretty amazing.
Tormented Limbs! Res me, Dohalim. Thank you.
I can't lose. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Forgive me.
Resuscitation.
I'm watching you ass now, boy. Wait. Oh, I don't have the ammo. That's why it's not helping me in on him.
I couldn't make it in time.
Back into the fray.
From beyond, imbued into
This can't be happening.
Just spinning on me, man. He's just spinning on me. Well, that's unfortunate.
I didn't think you had it in you.
There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that. Radiant I'm out of ammo.
We're out of ammo. Let's res Law. Law has been resed. Well, that's easy peasy. Took a little bit of a beating because it took me a little too long to figure out what the heck he did. But I had the damage and I had the sustain, so it's fine.
Yep.
But with how
worked out
easy that
pretty
was,
good.
there's no way that could just be it, right?
Can you hear me? Varia!
She's preparing another summoning. The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
That's fine. She a bitch anyway.
Forgive me.
Forgive me, the softest sounding punch in the world.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Really? We bodied him.
Okay. Yes. She's only unconscious. Not her. I meant you.
Oh, me? Ah, no, I'm fine. Hoodle in the lake.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
Bitch, she tried to kill us. No.
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
Mentally, she's still broken.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
Forbidden zone, no
In
time.
that case, I'll take her off your hands. You?
Me.
Out of here. What are you doing here? I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea. And
Yeah,
you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
Because you're not a liar,
I
Dohalim.
think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me.
Remember, you guys,
I know
Forbidden
that
Zone.
you ask what you're up to, but whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
We gotta save people. You know,
Thank
you Danans are I in my book. Yay! That was yay.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
I do.
Somebody got to her, struck back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And
But
the same goes
we
for you as well.
didn't hesitate.
Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Expendable.
Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that.
I mean, yeah, but damn, you gotta do it like that.
Acceptance, those ships have sailed.
Might.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
Not
That's
deads.
what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
I'd love to solve said mystery, but you guys never shut the heck up.
You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
But your eyes don't say it.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well.
Oh, whoop. There was a skit that I passed up accidentally. That's annoying.
Goodbye.
Literally, it was cutscene,
What is it,
skit, probably another skit, and then literally 3 steps cutscene.
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Oh, come on now, man. Shit, maybe we should have just booted up Risk of Rain.
Maybe. It's too late now.
Let's go see how Alphen murdered a whole lab worth of people.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Calling now, plot twist, Naori the Maiden's the one who murdered everybody. Oh, that is absolute bad. So is the Maiden's power a seal that's supposed to seal that damn thing away? I don't know if that was a good scream or a terrible scream. Like, it just sounded like somebody was trying to scream, not like as if Alpha was actually in pain.
That That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
And yet you just used a whole bunch of words to describe it.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
You would nothing because you couldn't anything.
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago.
Bro, that explains nothing.
More than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that? If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience.
We've seen that.
If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly
Yep.
what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
How would you
Can't
know?
say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving.
I would love to.
Showing us these memories, and I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Do you want to find out more?
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Again, would love to.
Finally.
Skit time. Yay.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing...
I wouldn't hold
don't know
back.
What is?
It does tell us one
Faria's not my friend.
Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
As I... Let's try this again. Oh my goodness.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
We're gonna turn back for the time being. We got skits and stuff. Skits and stuff to do. Give me the skit.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of
Yeah,
it?
it was.
Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Bob.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
That's what it sounds like, Law.
How does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Crown contest.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
There's no way Naori was able to leave that astral energy.
Soon, I have to be ready to face anything.
Okay, is this the point of no return, I wonder? Let's find
I'm
out.
determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Alright. Let's see just what the hell we're up against.
Yes.
Welcome back. Because I assume you burped. Right?
No.
No.
Hold up, you guys.
No.
What is it?
What do you mean now? I was talking to you
Through
then.
that room over there.
I didn't hear it.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
Yeah, remember I told you experiments, me, all the time, forever,
The
scooped up
laboratory
from Dana?
secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
I don't want to check it out. Oh my god.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
We're human experimentation
Even
leads.
for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the...
I know, they let people in, they manage it, then they go poof.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up? No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was.
Which is crazy, because the Sovereign doesn't even set foot on
This
Lenegus.
area's true purpose,
Nope.
and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
What's the computer gonna tell me?
I think I can make this work.
He made it work, just by holding out his hand and doing some magic.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records, by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup.
The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Da da
Wait,
da.
there's more.
Da da da.
Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call. Read
Do it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait. I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273.
Da da
Ethnicity,
da.
NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name,
Alpin.
Alphin.
Why are you shocked? You already knew this.
Re-engineered me.
Yeah, I don't
Right here
understand
in
this.
lab.
Like, we already knew this, bro. Like,
The hats, man.
It's fine, really. What about
the Hoodles.
Was I the
The
only one?
Hoodles. I know Shion's like supposed to be looking so serious, but
10105.
Oh, wait.
Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Da da da.
Volron? But that means...
He's only
Oh,
sovereign
no.
because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one.
They're
3
back.
centuries worth of records. You and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
It's kind of crazy that this whole big facility, being super forbidden, wouldn't have more tight security. Like an intruder alert type thing.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena.
So then what's the crown contest
The
for?
crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me.
And Volron.
Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. And the same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman? It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
Yeah, she came out of nowhere and just rocked our shit.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately.
I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
No, please don't tell me I've got to do that.
So this is where Alphen became... Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything.
Yeah.
But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone? Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
I might.
That's right. Nobody can come from
I was
being
about to say,
consumed
thanks
by
for wrapping us up in it, Shion.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you.
So,
To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive
Alphen
ear
and
if you ever have
Volron have been the only ever 2 sovereigns in 300 years. The entire crown contest has basically been a big lie perpetuated by we don't know who. And everything about the sovereign on the Renin homeworld is also a big fat lie orchestrated and kept in place by, again, we don't know who.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what all that entire cutscene after you left was all about. Ooh. A room unchanged over 3 centuries is like time itself has stopped here. Okay, cool. No, I said okay, cool, not okay, Google. Oh, damn it! Damn it. Grap gel. It's equipment for monitoring subjects. It's probably had a failure disposal mechanism as well. Oh. Oh. Ah, it feels like I'm playing a visual novel now.
Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
Agreed.
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain.
Bitch, there's not even any eye holes in this thing.
Time to go, Alphen. Farewell.
Naori...
Good night.
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lennigus will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance. I have to try.
Do you, though?
I hope it's enough.
You and me both, brother.
Please, live for me, Alfin.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alfin escape Lenegis.
Yeah, no shit, Shion.
She sure went above and beyond.
What tipped you off? The fact that she said she was sending me away in the starship to escape
Even
Lenegis?
with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
She gave me this hat.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
By fighting with the iron pipe.
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight.
Wow, my mind is in like two places right now.
Naori was the one
Yeah.
who did that mask.
So,
Made me Iron Mask.
She did it.
friggin' as that whole cutscene was playing out, I was just looking at the pipe on his back, and then I got to thinking, oh wait, I crafted the carrot, like I crafted the machete carrot weapon, so I can give him that weapon skin.
She wanted you to survive.
Oh.
And then as he was talking,
Are you just going to keep standing around?
as he
or
was
what?
talking, you know, it was like some part of the malevolent force, right?
Yeah.
I was reading ahead a little bit, and my mind was in so two places at once. I read that as fucking we're under attack by some malevolent carrot.
Oh. I mean, we might be. We don't know who it is. It's very plausible.
Oh yeah. And Lenegis vegetables eat you.
I guess.
Ready for more cutscenes?
Yes.
I'm not.
That's why you asked if I was.
Friggin' so this Forbidden Zone is going to be, judging based on the look of it, we're going to be going into something that's organic. Now. But it looks so cool.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony.
So the carrot on his back is amazing.
This is where the Renaissance was.
Blue Ribbon Farmer Alphin.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
Were me and Naori.
The Renaissance isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alfin, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Like, is there even any extra door in here? Like, keep moving where? Oh, so we're going to undertake the spirit channeling ceremony again, but with Shion at the helm this time?
Naori.
That doesn't seem like an awfully bright idea.
Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alfin to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome. Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks.
That ain't good.
That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
It's because Alphen's going crazy.
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion.
Oblivion.
When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me.
So that's where the thorns came from.
But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
And she just...
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
Who knows? Ah! Alpha still has the hat!
What?
Alpha still has the fucking hat!
The clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
Ha!
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
Right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Like, she ain't looking good as the maiden, but she gonna be a farmer again.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a maiden in Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
Alphen!
It's possible?
Inuyasha!
You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
Yeah.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once.
Oh man, the
Even
glasses.
if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing.
We
will
have
happen
two
again.
fancy
We should
people
take care
and
not to
then
be
4
too
fucking
optimistic.
farmers.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's
But Alpha never forgets his roots.
slightest
He
work,
keeps that.
I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it.
Bitch, we haven't won yet.
There's the slightest chance. Even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Bro, that's 2 whole planets.
We can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
Shut up, though,
They say
Halim.
modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
Oh, he even got a new sword. Where's the carrot?
We're all in this together, Shion. You included.
Why they gotta change the carrot? I worked so hard to get that damn carrot.
I know, but it's no more.
Now let's get moving.
I mean, we
shall
just put it right back on.
Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori.
No problem, bruh.
So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
Hey, the carrot's back.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
Is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all
Grr.
goes back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone.
When your
I
thorns are
never dared
gone.
to dream that such a thing could be possible. No. The truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack.
Oh, you can still smack him. It'll hurt more.
All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen?
You got it, girl.
I'm so scared of getting my hopes up.
Nah, I'm gonna do
What
it.
if it doesn't work out in the end and
We're gonna do it.
It's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything
Like,
else.
he's trying to look dapper and sound suave, but the fucking hat and the glasses. And the carrot.
Yep.
The goddamn carrot.
What you want to do, right?
yeah. You're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead.
I sure as hell hope so, because all these talky bits are getting me.
So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Revitalize! Yay! CP restoration when full. Yay! Aww. The latest member in a 300-year-long line of maidens. She intends to use her powers to confront the destruction looming over Dana. Sodale Araithes, Gam Araithes, Les Fiarchus. That's adorable and all, but how about, you know, yeah.
Yeah, farmer.
Like, you look kind of good, Alphen, but let's make you look a little better. Like, it's powerful gear. And it's another skit.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Back home to Dana, where I could start a life as a humble farmer from Missouri.
For the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite a hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Alright, it's time to get angry. Which way did I come in at? Okay, so I go around this way then. Alright, you ready for this?
Yes.
Ready for the angry eyes?
Ready for the angriest.
Alright, let's go to the super forbidden zone. And what awaits us? Another cutscene. We're angry. We're ready to fight.
That's quite some door, all right.
Ready to run them paws.
This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
Let's run them paws.
We'll find the Renus Alma and the Red Woman
It's
inside,
written well
right?
too much.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Yeah. I can't take Law seriously with the fucking rapigs on his hands. I just can't.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Final dungeon time? Oh, just straight up final boss time, huh? maybe something like that. Oh my god, every skit.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
Bruh, too many big words. Law's not that smart.
Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach. It's the soul.
Well, I want the art that fills
In
the
that case,
stomach.
I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Damn, Rinwell, why you gotta do him like that? You was just talking, and you're just like, ah, you're stupid as fuck. And it's like, damn, Rinwell, why you gotta hurt my man like that?
Volron! He really was still alive.
They don't look too alive to me, bro.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
He don't look so alive to me.
Wait though, something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. And from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey look, over there.
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
Everybody's just so angry now.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
You show her that carrot. Oh, I think I'm about to get fucked up.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
I think I hate how Law said, "Who the hell are they?" and the dialogue box said, "For me? Why?"
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alvin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the damage.
I couldn't make it in time.
Regenerate! Radiant Pierce!
Beyond,
Radiant
imbue this
Pierce!
vanquished soul with life.
A wailing dandy of light sweep! A weird
handle this.
It's just so much damage. It's just too easy now. Red Woman ain't shit. Obviously, this can't be the final form of it. That was easy. Aqueous Impact is kind of silly. Gets the job done.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Eat your vegetables.
Really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve.
They're gonna fuse? They're probably gonna fuse.
What? Self-destructed?
That ain't right.
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
That doesn't sound okay, though.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Avakir or Volron? Oh, hey, Volron.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Bruh.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're
I'm gonna
obviously
water your
lucky.
plants.
You can't even move right now.
You sure about that?
Really, is that what you think?
Yeah, Volron ain't no bitch.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Was hoping.
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings.
Yeah.
You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
Except for Volron.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Dana.
Light astral energy.
Records we found in the library for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boron was kidnapped just like Alfred? But then then he became
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right? Volron.
Instead of talking, how about we just take the goddamn Renus Alma?
So he posed
Yeah,
as a
that's
rebel
also true.
and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else.
The angry eyes look good there.
They always look good. I always choose proper.
I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
You will take nothing. Grr.
A red woman.
Another one?
Oh.
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Blah, blah, blah.
Don't do it!
Man, if only somebody who was literally standing right there would have, you know, tried to pick it up and take it.
Yeah.
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alfred!
Grr. Just one last fucking scowl. You know what really sucks?
But.
Shion's gonna be out of the party for a bit, I believe.
Oh no.
And I've been using a lot of Shion. Jump, motherfucker. I can't, I'm so little. Yeah, I'll do it. The angry eyes. Oh, wait. That's... Oh, okay. My angry eyes are better.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Alright there, Sephiroth.
Let's go.
I will never be a memory.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Hi.
Are you
I'm
okay?
Elfin.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
Probably not.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renus Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now.
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back.
You didn't do a good job so far, Elfin. You got taken away twice right in front of you.
So what's standing in our way? We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Well, I said Rena, bitch.
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renus Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not.
Of course, there's always a skit.
I didn't see that coming about Volron.
Yep.
As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Oh, that's a scary
Is the
thought.
most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Doherly? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, they're the same as the red woman we've seen with Volron. I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
That's a lot of things. That's probably too many things, actually. Alright, time to go farm in other places. There's a whole other planet out there to cultivate. So running all the way back to the starship's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just gonna be cutscene after skit after cutscene after skit. Check something. Heal up for no reason, just because I can. Yeah, of course I can't. Alright, so I want to go here first.
Get lost!
Aqueous Impact just puts them through the paces. It's like if I just want to kill stuff, Aqueous Impact.
Managed to pull through.
Its damage output is just freaking ridiculous. Especially with 75% damage boost because of my accessory.
I won't forgive you!
Oh, not who I wanted to bring out. Everybody just dead. Nope. There's no imbuement here. There's no vanquished souls with light. It's just death.
But
We must consider well if this is the right path.
Shut up, Dohely. Many path I'm on is the right path. Everywhere I'm at is my town. Yeah, I'm going the right way.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. As if the normal treatment crawlers aren't disgusting enough.
Keep charging us!
Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
Sorry.
Eat this! Nothing gets by me! From beyond, imbue this deathless soul with life! Resuscitation! Shine! Radiant light! Fruits of regeneration! Regenerate! I really owe you one.
Nope, that's a whole lot of damage.
Oh yeah, beating him up.
Oh, we just straight up killed him that time. Didn't have to use the finishing strike like we had to every other time.
Coming through!
Winds of heaven.
These fists have got your name on them! Your reflexes will not serve you well. Do it!
Sparkling stars.
Now I'm in trouble.
The Alpha Force Wolf is getting Alpha Force dead. Got him.
Got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes.
Zephyr Trident's just still super good. Like, does her newest weapon actually freaking buff wind? I don't know.
I've been doing really great lately.
We've all been doing great, Kisara. We've all been doing great. Alright, what's outside waiting for us in the civilian zone?
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Quite possibly.
Joe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
Yeah, that much was obvious.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
No. Not this level.
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree.
So get up there, Alf, and start talking.
This time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Oh, I know a lot you don't, bro.
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegus from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
You, Elfin.
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. The only one left is... Ah. Very well then.
Technically, Elfin's higher ranking than you. He's a sovereign.
Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
I know that voice from somewhere.
What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together.
Excellent, excellent.
If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among men. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing. Was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie. Built on nothing but falsehoods.
Let's go figure out the truth.
It can't all have been...
Tarnigan died for nothing.
After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, authority? The very foundations of Renan society. How can we live without someone to guide us?
Guide yourselves.
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return.
Welcome back.
But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader.
So as soon as we got out of here, the core reactor of Lenegis was down and everybody was getting stir crazy in the darkness.
How else do you propose to rule?
Dohalim held out a speech to calm their nerves while we get everything working.
Here in Lenegis,
Faria now knows there's probably no sovereign. She knows what happened to Tarnigan.
People won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral lives, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is,
You all know the scariest thing about there being no sovereign and the crown contest being a big hoax?
What?
Tarnigan died for nothing.
like, maybe now I can finally begin to accept Tarnigan's death. To to see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegus till you get back.
Thank you.
So I think there's going to be a bunch of side quests coming up now.
For the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elderman and Sia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegus who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Why don't you stay with me, Kisara?
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be? After the
That he will
second
never
chance that
say.
I've been granted. From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world.
You could say that a little less angrily.
So the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
Probably be dead.
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. You should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Side quests on Lenegus awaits. Please no skip, please no skip. Hey, new stuff. Oh, ground dasher, that's nice. Improved healing yards. Everything you have, everything you are, Dohalim, is just bad.
Looks like the people of Len...
Everywhere is a skit, and the skit is everywhere.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, the Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Keep those skits going.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Just keep these skits on.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Yay, I'm free! And I still can't freaking teleport. Don't tell me I literally have to walk all the way back to the goddamn ship. I'm gonna be so miffed if that is the case. Because the movement speed in this game is too slow. Da 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 da. I just want to fight dudes. That's so much to ask. Oh man, my eye is itchy. Okay, I fix it. Okay. How are you holding up?
I'm holding.
Banter with me, darn you.
I'm sorry. I don't really have a lot to say.
Oh yes, cause I'm so talkative.
I know.
Banter with me, darn you. Make this Lennigus less painful. Start dropping some of your thoughts, I don't know. What you think about everything that's going on? Where's my starship? Where's my starship? Where's my starship? Who the fuck took my starship? Oh, I went in the starship. It just didn't freaking load in.
Oh.
Okay.
We are farmers.
Just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lennigus.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
That can wait. We have to figure out what the hell this has all been about. That can wait.
That's about the gist of it.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissance. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
Nope.
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
There is no space between the word how and things there.
It's possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should...
I'll be right back.
Ah! Oh shit! That woman just don't want to let me leave. Oh, that ain't good. Can't catch a damn break. Cannot catch a dang break. Where the fuck did she send me?
Damn! The hell just happened?
We got scooped up.
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
Scooped up.
What's that?
Yeah, a bunch of red women surrounded us as we were in space and sent us through like this little wormhole portal sphere ball.
Oh no.
Control of the ship. Is all of this the red women's doing?
Yeah. Did you not see what she just did, Alfred?
Finish us off before we can land?
Everyone, look there.
So Rena is nothing? Oh. So, you know how I say a lot of things ain't good?
Yes.
This is the least good among them all.
Oh no.
Oh, we are so boned. What the hell is hatching in there? Like, is that the new Rena?
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
Yep.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here.
Yep.
Could that have been its true purpose all along?
Yep.
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
Nope.
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
So I think the red woman teleported us out of the way of everything just so we can look at this.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Does it sound like it's still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So no, Rinwell, I cannot fix it.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here?
Quick, everyone, eat
We're
law.
watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down. You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Xian, thorns, grappling hook, baby,
Now what?
Indiana Jones. Da 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 da.
Back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Oh no. Do we have to fight Space Jesus? Because I don't want to fight Space Jesus. Oh, we're going back to Lenegus, I guess. Goodbye. Avakir. Coming in clutch with the tractor beam. Maybe.
We managed to get
Maybe.
moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegus in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
We should angrily see where this path takes us. No, I wanted to be in a condition to take off. But I think this is a good spot to lay dormant for a bit.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Food it is.
Food it is. We'll be back. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Alright. Peace out. Pea soup. It's our special for today.
No.
Yes. Split pea soup. It's what's for dinner.
It was better when it was beef stew.
Well, we got the meat right here. We're growing the vegetables, and here's the stew. There you go.
Okay.
The entire party is ready to make beef stew. Split pea soup.